Hey there, guys. Welcome to my first convention report. I went down on the weekend of Saturday, December the 5th, 2015. I went with Barney from the CCG Boardgame and Social. We went down to London at the Ibis Hotel where Dragonmeet was being held. And I can tell you this is the first time I've been in a while. We went maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Martin and myself went, and my memory is very vague of the event. But what I do remember was I remember playing King of Tokyo, and I remember coming away with an Arcane Legion's Ballista. But other than that, I remember thinking, "Wow, this is very low key." It didn't seem like there was any reason to go back. It was predominantly a role play affair, and I'm not much of a role play gamer. So I didn't feel the necessary need to do it, especially with the expo running and salute running and things like that. It was just lower on my priority of things to do. But Barney was going over there with his shop, the CCG Board Game and Social, and he asked if I could join him to help out at the stand, which I was happy to do. Martin Cubberley joined us as well, and it was really good day. Barney brought down a ton of stock, and we laid it out on the hall, as you can see by these photos. I went around the hall and took some photos of all the other stalls that were there. There were some independent stores there. There were some companies there like Prodos, and there was a nice dice shop next to us. There was a smattering of different things you could get. Mostly predominantly role play stuff, but there was board games were filling up as well, and there was a good few miniature games companies there as well. I mean, like I said, Protos was there. There was an interesting game called Guild Ball, which I was really interested in doing a demo for. Unfortunately, I never got around to it. But that looked very good. Sort of a football style miniatures game. There was a few other smaller miniature companies there as well. A couple of independent board game companies. Leisure Games was there, and Hawk War Games was there. So it was a good turnout of people selling stuff and shops and stalls. So I think that was definitely worth the while. Um, about the day, I don't know how many people were there, but it looked pretty full to me. There was plenty of interest around the stall as we went through a ton of variety of games. All the top sellers were doing well, and then of course there was a demo hall there with people demoing most of the top sellers from Essen, but also a few other games, and it was even a place where you could demo some of your games in the work or games in progress. So that was really cool. I did do some demos in the afternoon. Sort of after lunchtime, I went over to the demo hall and I did some demos for Dice City. I did about 7 demos of that in a row, so I won't be in a hurry to play that again. I also did 4 demos of Code Names, which they went down really well. All the games went down really well. I mean, I don't think anyone I did the demo for, at least they didn't tell me that the games were rubbish, so they enjoyed it as far as I could tell. And then afterwards, packing down the hall, the place was run really well. I mean, they had a charity auction going on there. They had a bring and buy, which is not as big as the Expos one, but I see no reason why this convention can't grow like the Expo has been doing. It's definitely, I mean, the Expos run in June, around about there. This is obviously in December, so it'll be great to grow this one as well and have a second convention as a board gaming role play miniature enthusiast to go to as well. There was some other stuff going on as well. I think they had Jackson and Livingstone, the two guys that did the Fighting Fantasy books. They had them down as well, doing a seminar and talking about doing the books and things like that, which were pretty cool. They had a couple of roleplay rooms that you could go sit in and play roleplay groups there. Obviously, I talked about the demo hall already, and all the tons of shops and things. It was very good. I was very impressed. I mean, I'd definitely go again next year. Even if I don't go help out on the stands with Barn or the demos and things, I'd still probably go as just a punter, because it was fantastic to see people I haven't seen in a while and meet new people and see the enthusiasm for the games and things like that. It was definitely worth going. I'm doing a little interview with Barn straight off some of the pictures and my ramblings of what was going on the day. and Bond can give you a little info about what he thought as well. But overall, I was definitely impressed, and I definitely recommend anyone else wanting to go next year. The more people that attend it, can only make it grow, like the Birmingham Expo is doing, and that's all good for gaming. So I definitely recommend it. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, you could probably check out the Dragonmeet Facebook page. I'll put this up there as well. And thanks for checking this out, and thanks for supporting the channel. Hello guys, thanks for watching. We're at Dragonmeet 2015. I'm here with Bon from CCG Boardgame Social, and we're going to have a quick chat, let you know what we thought about it. So Bon, this is your first time here? Or?
Yeah, first time here. I came as a visitor, maybe 8 or 9 years ago, but it's the first time exhibiting here, having a trade stand here, and it's been really good. It's been a really nice time.
Really busy. I apologise for the noise because the guys are still busy clearing up and stuff like that. We came here about maybe 4 years ago, and it's grown so much in that time. How did it go today?
Brilliant, yeah, really good. There were some really engaged punters. I think historically Dragonmeet has been known for more RPG stuff, and a lot of the stands have showed that really. Obviously we're here with board games and card games, and whilst there's a couple of other people that have done that, I think we've really benefited from the sort of shift in the meet. The timing's been quite right, really.
Yeah, it's been really busy, hasn't it?
Yeah, super busy all day. 5 o'clock start.
Yeah, that's in the morning, not in the evening. That's past 5 in the evening now. Would you come back next year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as soon as it opens now, we'll pick it up as soon as it goes live. I think they'll take out the list in July, and then you get 2 weeks if you exhibited the year before to get an early bird there. And hopefully we'll come back with a bigger stand.
Yeah, we'll hopefully have some demo space as well, so you can get some games and things like that. This is actually the 5th of December, I forgot to mention, which is my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. So anything else you want to say about Dragonmeet?
No, not really. I mean, it's been organised well. The stand space has been good. There's been a really good variety of all types of gaming, from the miniatures to the RPGs, and obviously what we've got with the board games. So yeah, looking forward to having a glass of wine tonight, and then yeah, coming back next year. It'd be great.
Where's the next convention you're going to? Do you know? Probably done for this year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's done for this year. I'm not sure. There'll be some gaming clubs that I might go down to, but the next big one is the Expo in June. I think I'll do Geek Central beginning of next year in Bath again, and then we'll see how we go from there.
Great, thanks a lot. Thanks for chatting with us.
Cheers.
We'll see you guys next. Cheers.